Right, welcome to week 9 of rolling around Europe in Rolly. Easter week.
Easter week.
Where do we start Easter week, Claire?
We started it in the Ebro Delta.
Ebro Delta.
Yeah, and thank you very much to my cousin Nick Marshall for the suggestion. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, we spent 4 days there.
It's very nice.
2 days down by the beach at a place called
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus Beach. Stayed at a nice motor camp there, cycled up the beach. There's a nice little beach bar, that was pretty cool.
It was cool.
Then where did we move?
We moved to Delta Brae and stayed in a free camp there by the river. And that was lovely. Had lots of bike rides going from it, and we had a paella one night there. It was lovely.
Celebrating the local produce, so they grow a lot of rice on the Ebro Delta. We also bought a bottle of nice rice liqueur, which was interesting taste, wasn't it?
It's very interesting.
You got to taste the local products, so it was pretty cool.
Yep. And then we did a bike ride up to, what's the name of the place?
Badia del Fanga.
The Fanga.
The Fanga.
The Fanga.
Yeah, we like the Fanga.
Yeah.
After that, we headed away, didn't we? Up to the hinterland, or the
we went inland.
Inland
to a place called Geldo, and they have lovely paintings on the side of their buildings. Very nice.
Yep.
And then we skipped about 5 minutes down the road and
Segorbe.
To a place called Segorbe.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it?
It was.
Wandering up the hill. It was Easter Sunday, and all of a sudden a big fireworks display erupts right on midday, and then we wandered a bit further and found an Easter Sunday procession, which was very entertaining actually. It was great to see the way the Spanish celebrate Easter. Quite different from what we do in New Zealand.
Yep.
Then where did we go? We got up to
we spent 2 nights
Teruel.
in
Teruel, something like that. They had a nice a different aqueduct this time. It was an aqueduct / viaduct, multi-purpose 16th century, so a little bit different, and a nice little town centre to wander through and have lunch.
It's lovely.
Nice.
And they had nice architecture there as well.
Yes, that's right. They had the different sort of, what was it,
Mujara Towers.
Yeah.
Was there, yeah. Very nice.
Sort of more Muslim influence starting to come in the architecture.
Yeah, it's very different.
Then we moved up to, we're heading towards Cuenca where we are today, and on the way we stopped at a little place called Canete, which had a wonderful fort on top of the hill which we wandered up to. Great place to stop and spend a couple of hours and have lunch, wander through the old town.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. We're liking the inland Spain at the moment because the northern coastline seems to be very crowded. I don't know whether it's because of the Easter break, but we've come inland and seem to have lost a few of the people, so we're fewer people, so which is more what we like. Yeah,
hopefully with Easter ending, a lot of the domestic tourists will go home and we'll get a bit of a quieter time, but it's nice up here. We've arrived in Cuenca, and I'll just give you a sneak preview. We'll get the rest of this in next week's video, but let's pan around and have a bit of a look at Cuenca. This is our park for night, up on top of a hill on a little outcrop. Very cool. Alright, well that's it for this week.
See you next week.
See you all. We're missing you back in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Have a good time. We'll see you next week. In the distance we have flamingos. Okay, we're just still on the Ebro Delta. That's the Ebro River beside us. See if I can get a shot of it. How's that? Whoa. We've just been for a bit of a cycle down to almost the mouth of the Ebro River. We're staying in a little town called Delta Ebro. It's pretty much Delta Ebro. Nice little cycle along here, tarmacked for a lot of it. We're still waiting for the rice paddies to be flooded, so all the rice paddies we've been past are all bone dry, very dusty, and sometime in April they're supposed to flood them. So we're waiting. It'd be quite cool to see them flooded, but not sure if it's going to happen in time for us. How's the bike ride for you, Claire?
Really nice. Gentle.
Gentle.
Lovely.
Yeah.
No bumps.
Okay, this is the new bridge over the Ebro River at Delta Ebro. Delta Ebro. A bit windy now, but it's sort of a stunted looking suspension bridge, so it's got a nice big cycleway on this side, and Rolly's just parked over here. Just cycle under the bridge, and this is our motorhome park right beside the river, so it's pretty cool. It's €8 a night here. And there's Claire, she beat me home. How did that happen? Here we are on the Ebro Delta watching flamingos again. We just cycled from Delta Bray about 7 or 8 k's out to the Badia del Fanga. I love that word, Fanga. This lagoon is called the Fanga. It's a popular spot to cycle out to. Massive lagoon on the northern side of the Ebro Delta. In the distance you can see mussel and oyster beds, and right in the distance there's a lighthouse, which is where the dunes come around. And out in the distance there you can see a brown building there. That's actually a restaurant you can take a boat out to and have, you guessed it, mussels and oysters. It is Good Friday today. Hey Claire, how you doing?
Oh, hey.
Are we obsessed with flamingos or what?
You.
Maybe me.
Obsessed with flamingos.
So what is your impression of the Fanga?
The Fanga?
The Fanga.
Well, I love the name as well, actually.
The Fanga. The Fanga's pretty good actually.
The Fanga is pretty good.
We're enjoying the Fanga.
Very popular.
You can actually walk all the way out. There's if we head straight down this trail we're on, we get to a beach and you can go all the way around there. The dunes come all the way around, almost close up to the land over there. There's the entrance over there by the looks of it. The massive dunes. Easter Sunday. Quick, Claire, go and get something. Everyone's rushing for them, so you better go and get one, Claire. Come on, quick, go and get one. Don't be shy now. We've got Mary coming from this angle, and we've got Jesus here, and they're going to meet in the middle somewhere. Coloured pigeons. Okay, we're in a town called Segorbe. We've just wandered up the hill, and Easter Sunday we've got a Easter Sunday procession going on. They're about to head down the alleyway over there. Here we go.
Oh, look, they're throwing.
Got the march going. Lit the candles, the candle holders are so there's petals and things being thrown down as they go past the people in the balconies. This is the procession returning back to the cathedral. Returning home after a day outing. Okay, just after the Easter procession, we're walking up the top of the hill to a fort. And what looks like a nice view awaits. Nice shot back down towards the village. Okay, we're up the top of the fort now, and one of the turrets, I guess you call it, where they used to fire the cannons from. And if we look out through the window, or the cannon hole maybe, you can see the old town down here. That's the cathedral there, with the square tower. And if we pan around here, just over there, you can see a railway station, railway line. That's where Rollies parked, just sort of obscured by some trees there, but you can see one van, we're right next to that. So nice tranquil spot after the chaos of the Easter procession.
It was awesome to see. Although they threw these rolled up pieces of paper down, and the paper had so a picture on it and something written on it.
Probably a prayer or something like that. Or just
wild for them. They'll pick up bags full of them.
It's obviously good to get some of those, wasn't it?
Yeah. Good luck, maybe.
Good luck, yeah, it could be. This is a better look of what it would have looked like in its day, apparently. Pretty cool. Okay, this is part of the aqueduct here. It comes across and feeds the castle, which this tower here is known as Executioner's Tower. There's a view back up to the fort. We were just up at it. Okay, we're still at Segorbe here. We're at Fuentes de los 50 Canos. There's 50 fountains here, each with an individual plaque on it, representing the 50 provinces of Spain. What's further down there? What's further down there? That noise of the water is probably quite loud at the moment, and there's a lovely little bar just sitting here, so it'll be a nice afternoon. Hola, we're coming to you from the Aqueduct Las Arcos in the town of Teruel. This is a 16th century aqueduct, which actually is a dual aqueduct and viaduct. You can see the middle layer there is a walkway and the top carried water. It's designed by a Frenchman. It was inspired by the Romans and was built in Spain, so a bit of an international affair. Let's get a bit of a look through the walkway. Oh, it's a bit quiet here. There's a bit of road noise over there. It's quite a busy morning by the looks of it. So there's another viaduct going along there, and if you look down further there's another one through the viaduct. Okay, we've made it up to the top of the tower and can have a look along the top of the aqueduct slash viaduct. Disappointingly small amount of water. All that for that much. Right, we're up on top of the tower now, looking back down the aqueduct viaduct. And along the old wall here you can see just the old channel there. Then if we go over here we can actually get quite a nice view over the rooftops, which is pretty cool. Look at the towers and the coloured
blue and
tiles.
The green. It's lovely.
Coming over a bit of a look over the other side. It's a pretty cool building down here. It's the local town hall. Quite different architecture from what we've seen in other places, but it's pretty cool. Still an active archaeological site. There's excavation going on here, along the side here. This is the side of the wall's carrying on along there. This part of the wall's been renovated. Tower of St. Martin. It's a 16th century gate tower, quite a different architecture. It's apparently built at the same time as the aqueduct viaduct around the corner. Designed by a Frenchman again, but definitely not French architecture. It's the second gate tower just around the corner. Not quite as fancy architecture, but it's attached to the cathedral and it's got this big doorway here. Just arrived in a little town called Caneta and looking up at El Castillo de Caneta. It is of Muslim origin apparently. Claire, you've just been reading
to the 9th century.
9th century.
even earlier, possibly the 8th century, although most of the complex was built in the 10th century. And they were reinforced in the 14th and 15th century.
It's actually long and narrow. You can see the picture there. So even though we can sort of see the long side of it here,
It's
actually
200 metres long by 20 metres wide.
only 20 metres wide, so yeah, it's interesting. Let's go up and have a look. Okay, we're about halfway up, and when you look at it, it's really hard to imagine there's actually a pathway up here, but the pathway sort of goes up on that angle there. So these walls are quite amazing. They appear to be natural, so there's all these flat walls along here, like terraces,
And
all
the
natural
stairs
wood, and
have been cut out.
steps have been cut out into it. Certainly feels like an ancient way we're going up. On the side of a cliff. What a spectacular spot. It's a beautiful day today. It's going to be 26 degrees. Just a light breeze, which is good because without it you'd be struggling, I think. Alright, made it. Let's walk through and see what we can see. It looks a little bit unsafe to go through there. They've obviously had some collapses. Not sure we want to walk through there, but we're right on the other edge, the back edge here. Stand on top of the wall, and we can look straight down and along the wall. Okay, standing on the wall on the outer edge, on the facing the town, looking down to where we've parked Rolly, the only motorhome there. Very quiet village. It's Easter Tuesday, so that is a Holy Tuesday holiday still here. A lot of shops are closed, but there is a little cafe down in town, so we might wander down through the old town here and see. Right, we're right on the end here, and the wall continues down over the edge of the cliff, and you can see it continuing down the bottom there, and it goes around the outside of the town. And right on the other side, you can't see much of the left of the wall there, but over here where we parked Rolly, you can see the wall coming down that side, and there's various doorways as you go around. This is quite cool. I wonder if they do a running of the bulls here. Bull number 21. Pretty good view of the wall going up to the castle at the top. So the wall surrounded the village on all sides, and one of the gates just there going through, and of course Rolly.